Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack open one of the most common, but also one of the most mysterious medical tests out there, the complete blood count, or CBC.
You know the drill. You go in for a checkup, the nurse takes a little sample of your blood, and off it goes to a lab. But have you ever stopped to wonder what secrets that little vial of blood is about to spill about your health? Well, we're about to find out.
It all kicks off right here. This isn't just a tube with some blood in it. Nope. Think of it more like a liquid snapshot of everything that's happening inside your body at this very moment. And inside this little purple top tube, the story of your health is officially underway. Okay, so once that tube leaves your arm, it starts on a really critical journey. See, that purple top means it has a special additive inside called EDTA. It's an anticoagulant, which is just a fancy way of saying it stops the blood from clotting up. That's super important because the lab needs to see your cells exactly as they are, floating around free, just like they were inside your body. This is where the real action begins. Your blood sample gets loaded into this incredibly sophisticated machine, an automated analyzer that's ready to do the first major analysis. And that first step is the CBC, which is basically a high-level overview of the major parts of your blood. So what is this analyzer actually looking for? Well, it's pretty much doing a head count, a census of the three main teams of cells that make up your blood. And the easiest way to think about them is like this. First, you've got your red blood cells. They're the tireless couriers, the delivery guys, shuttling oxygen to every single corner of your body. Then you've got the white blood cells. That's your personal security force, always on patrol, fighting off invaders like bacteria and viruses. And finally, you have platelets, the emergency repair crew, rushing in to patch up any leaks or cuts. And this is where it gets absolutely wild, the sheer scale of it all. I mean, look at these numbers. In just one single cubic millimeter of blood, that's a tiny space, smaller than the head of a pin, you have millions of red blood cells, hundreds of thousands of platelets, and thousands of white blood cells. It's like a bustling metropolis in every single drop. It's amazing. All right, so for the red blood cells, which, as you saw, are by far the most numerous guys on the team, the CBC goes way deeper than just counting them. It actually starts to look at what they're like as individuals. It's not just about quantity, it's about quality. One of the very first things it looks at is called the mean corpuscular volume, or MCV for short. Now that sounds complicated, but all it really means is the average size of your red blood cells. Are your little oxygen couriers big? Are they small? Or are they just the right size? And believe me, size matters here. If the cells are too small, what doctors call microcytic, it can be a big clue pointing to things like iron deficiency anemia. But if they're too large or macrocytic, that might signal a different issue, maybe certain vitamin deficiencies. It's real detective work, just on a microscopic scale. Next up, the machine checks the MCHC. That stands for mean corpuscular hemoglobin concentration. Now, hemoglobin is the critical protein inside the red blood cell that actually grabs onto the oxygen. So the best way to think about MCHC is like color saturation. How rich and deep is the red color of that cell? So it follows that if the MCHC is low, the cells are called hypochromic, which literally just means less color. Under a microscope, they actually look paler than they should. And that paleness tells a doctor that the cells aren't packed with enough hemoglobin, which, you guessed it, is another classic sign of anemia. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about your security force, the white blood cells. You see, sometimes just knowing the total number of security guards you have isn't enough information. You need to know who, specifically, is on duty. And that's where something called a CBC with diff comes in. The diff stands for differential. This test goes one step further. It doesn't just count the total white cells, it breaks them down and counts each specific type. It's like getting a detailed roster of your entire immune security team. And here's the lineup. You've got neutrophils, lymphocytes, monocytes, eosinophils, and basophils. Each of these guys has a very specialized job when it comes to defending your body from everything. So why does this roster matter so much? Because the balance of these cells tells a really detailed story. For example, if your neutrophil count is high, that's a classic sign of a bacterial infection, because neutrophils are the first responders that swarm to an invasion. But if your eosinophils are elevated, that might point toward an allergic reaction or a parasite. The specific numbers reveal exactly what kind of battle your body is fighting. And sometimes that story is incredibly serious. The differential can spot cells called blasts. These are very immature, baby blood cells that just shouldn't be out floating around in the bloodstream. And as this quote makes clear, finding these blasts in your peripheral blood, which is just the blood in your veins and capillaries, can be a hallmark, a key sign of acute leukemia. This is what makes the differential so incredibly powerful.
So we've got the cell counts, we've got their sizes, their colors, and a detailed roster of the security team. How on earth does a doctor pull all of this information together and make sense of it?
Well, the key is that they never look at a single number by itself. Instead, they take all these different data points and put them together to create what's often called a blood picture, a complete, detailed snapshot of your health at that moment.
And this blood picture can lead directly to real answers. You've been feeling exhausted all the time? Well, a low red blood cell count could explain that fatigue by diagnosing anemia. You have a fever that won't go away? A high white blood cell count confirms your body is fighting an infection. Bruising easily? A low platelet count could reveal a bleeding risk. From allergies to inflammation and even to cancer, the clues are all right there in the data. So the next time you have your blood drawn, remember that incredible, detailed story that little tube is about to tell. Your blood is speaking a complex language, and it's full of vital secrets about you. And now you understand that language just a little bit better.